I can't believe you two have been married for a year already.
Indeed, Father. The time flew by.
Tell me, Princess, how did my boy propose?
Oh, well, he did manage to surprise me.
Sure did. I took Father's advice and tried to throw off course.
I think you took it a little too far.
Hey, girl, you're looking good. I want my mane like that.
Well, you didn't think I'd propose that night.
I didn't think you'd want to do anything to me after that.
Hello, and welcome to the Brony Show, episode 529. I am your host here to bring you the Brony community for this week. I am Circuit Main. Of course, I am not here by my wonderful self. I have even better compatriots, compadres, components, and composites here to be panelists and help the show run along as smooth as a train from the 1800s without proper bracers. I'm sure coal dust could exacerbate. Well, of course, speaking of exacerbating, we have Deathlight Productions.
Hi.
DM21.
Tired.
Tech Stallion.
Brain can't compute.
Toakoi.
Somehow I'm a glutton for punishment.
And Suki of the Otaku Ascended.
Yeah, I'm here.
And of course, we're here to bring you the Burning community for this week. And today we're kind of taking a relaxer, and I'll be getting into that in a little bit here, of course, with our web time. But we're going to be jumping back into a fun and favorite game that we like to enjoy every once in a while. We're going into Gartic Phone, or in this case, Gartic Pwn, where we're going to do random scribbles and drawings of different pony prompts that we give to each other, because we can, just to make funny art, because we can. Of course, before we do that, we do have a little bit of news to catch up on, showing off some of the great content creation that we've received, and so on and so forth, but we best start off with warming up our vocal cords and talking a little bit about all of the comings and goings-ons in our lives. And of course we do that with a wub. So I ask all of you once again, as I do every single week at this time, what's up, Bronies?
Let's see, aside from, again, staying 14 hours, I got a big old model kit, which, yeah, I love big O, but during the opening process, cut into the cardboard. As I reached to pry open the plastic a bit, I cut my index finger on the nail bed. So the past 3 days have not been fun.
Ooh, fun.
Oh,
Not fun, I mean,
a lot
but...
of hand injuries this month.
That and on Saturday, I accidentally did a little cut on my middle finger from being a little bit careless with some paper at work.
Ah,
You would think grease would hurt me more, but no, it's the paper cuts that get you.
it's always the paper cuts. You ever get a cardboard cut? Those things are nasty.
They are
Yeah.
a lot.
Well, anyway, let's not let people's imaginations start to run away with them in horrible ways. How about
Again.
yeah, let's have a little bit of story time with yours truly. Now, I don't remember exactly how much I've already explained or talked about on the podcast here. So, just a little bit of a follow-up. Some of you might know that currently my employment situation has kind of gotten a little topsy-turvy, crazy. And this week is literally when basically everything lands one way or another. So to get it into perspective, at the moment, I'm set to be laid off of my current position at the end of the week. I will still have a job, however, I will be basically demoted to the same level as a level 1 tech desk support agent. The same job I had pretty much near the start of this podcast. Well, not the start, but for the majority of the podcast when I was doing support desk work, which also means that my finances would definitely take a massive hit with that. However, to circumvent it, I have been working on getting a certification, which I have set up the appointment for tomorrow about noonish. A $350 appointment to sit down at a computer and answer 90 questions to prove that I know how to work enough with server systems and components to be considered competent, and receive a little piece of paper that may hopefully allow me to find better employment where I don't have to have people yelling at me because they think that their computer should work as a coffee holder. To say...
Everybody's?
no. Though
You say that, but I know there are stupid apparel where you can get a cup holder in your computer.
I'm more concerned about Starbucks trying to make our computer into an espresso machine. And I can actually see them doing that. That's the scary part of all that.
I mean, look at KFC.
Yeah, that's why I could see it. Anyway, so to make a long story short, too late. Tomorrow I'm actually kind of nerve-wracked because tomorrow I'm taking a big test that's very expensive and could very well determine how the next chapter of my life will be expanded upon. To say I'm nervous would be an understatement, but that's also why we're going to be taking today to just relax and have some fun, so I don't end up kind of curled up into a fetal ball in the middle of my bed all night and just kind of like rocking back and forth, surrounded by Twilight plushies. Maybe trying to sacrifice to some sort of internet tech god. Please allow me the intelligence to know how in the world to code in Linux.
Okay, I was like, that doesn't seem bad. Oh no.
Linux is involved with Server Plus.
That's why I went, oh no.
Anyway, so that's why we're going to be taking it a little bit easier today with Gartic Phone. Of course, just remember that if you run out of money, you can always get a Gartic loan.
No, you're going to get pwned.
Well, I've been busy.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Go, we were running out of jokes.
I pretty much spent a week clearing off an area where we placed over 100 vehicles. So that's about over 300 vehicle stands and stuff like that. So,
Oh,
and
yeah.
all I had was a rake as a companion, and by God, I did it in 4 days. I'm very proud of myself.
Wow, yeah.
We saw the photos. You are damn good at that.
That is impressive. Though you could have just set the thing on fire and that would have been done with it.
Yeah, but we have like so many vehicles around everywhere else too. We didn't want to start a
Yeah.
huge fire and issue and neighbors complaining.
Trust and believe me, second, the fire thing is never a good option. There's a recycling plant for wood and whatnot here that was on fire for 3 freaking days.
Dude, we would have totally done it if there wasn't neighbors. We didn't have to move like 50 different vehicles.
I know. Oh, this place was right off of a major highway and street, so.
But because I was busy helping move vehicles and whatnot, get them all prepped for being crushed. Which, yeah, we gotta basically remove the radiator and all the aluminum bits out of them because aluminum sells better than steel. I was allowed just to kind of go through all the vehicles and go, I want that part, I want that part, I want that part. So I got a full set of seats from the next generation up for my truck. And each of these are over $400. So I have like now $1,600 of seats just floating around right now as I'm busy building a bracket to put the front seats in the back of my truck.
Well, I can imagine that's something that's like, well, it's already junk. It might as well be my junk.
It's not junk. Those are good seats.
I know I'm being silly because of the way he works.
And so it's about a month and a half ago or so about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I had a sledgehammer fall in my hand.
Oof.
I didn't
Ooh,
realize
how
I
bad
broke
was it?
anything at a time, but it was a 6-pound sledge and it fell about a yard down. Turns out I broke my ring finger, but I didn't know that at the time. I only figured it out now because the swelling's gone down enough where I just kind of look at him like, oh, you are a curved little friend now, aren't you? Yeah, okay.
So how's that impacted any painting that you do?
Painting, you don't need to use your ring finger for painting.
Right.
Yeah,
Anyway,
you said it about
everything else,
it
you
being
know.
permanently warped or something when I
Well,
found it the other day.
I think he was referring more to the fact that he has no feeling in those fingers already.
Like, my whole arm and hands pretty much numb. It's like, that's why I never noticed that I broke my finger until I actually looked at it.
And felt it.
No, numb.
Oh,
You don't feel nothing
okay.
numb.
All right.
It's not Linkin Park numb. It's legit numb.
Yeah, I misheard you the first time around.
Oh, no worries, no worries.
Cool
Anyway,
little
I'm
tilt
gonna.
now. Whatever, it's fine.
Anyway, let's go ahead and pass the Gartic bone to whoever else has quick wub time to throw out there. That's right. I will play the pun game with the chat as long as it takes. Though nobody can see that, so there we go. Now that everybody can see the chat pun game that's currently going on.
I don't know the pun game. I'm working on art.
Oh, yeah, and I will be replacing the carpet in that truck with a, because there's aftermarket carpets, we have to cut out all the holes for the bracketry and whatnot, so I'm just gonna look a lot better without the all those holes there for the old bracketry.
Well, I can imagine it's a lot easier to cut out new holes since you can just set it over, punch it, and then. Note, I do not work on cars. I just have ideas.
Okay, so does anybody else have any other What's Up Brony going on? All right, I'd say that's our good clue to go on to the news. So let's go ahead and start off, of course, with PonyCon. Unfortunately, I did drop the ball over the weekend. There was a concert being hosted, and I forgot to mention it in our announcements. I feel bad. Burning Mare was actually having a concert last weekend.
Yeah, it was fun.
But hopefully we won't do that again. But until then, let's go ahead and drop the ball on something else. We have Everfree Encore and Griffish Isles both coming up in a week and a half. Both in Germany and in England. Actually, it is in England.
UK.
So. No, it says England right there. Manchester. Go Manchester United! No, I'm kidding.
Please don't start that.
I don't even know who they are. Well, I know who they are. I just don't know who they are. Anyway, so yeah, we have 2 different pony conventions coming up, so it's going to be fun to hear reports from both of them. Of course, for those of you who want something a little more Italian in flavor, we have Epona Fest. That is also in Milan, Italy. And of course, Windy City is quickly coming up. A little over a month, but it's still at least a little over a month away. and TruckCon, Everfree, and all the others soon to come. Of course, we will expand on them more as we get closer to them, but yeah, so far it looks like our friends over in Europe are going to be having a big fill of pony here over the next month, which is exciting times for them, I'm sure. And the chat room is going off on Gartic puns, and I absolutely love them for it. So let's go ahead and start off. Here's a fun one. U2s and Flufflepuff have started to tease something interesting.
I'm more surprised that you two even said yes to Fluffle.
Oh no, I'm absolutely shocked at it, but I'm very happy too, because if anybody...
I thought they would have done Twilight or Rainbow Dash.
Remember Hasbro.
YouTube tends to work more with content creators on the internet, so this does make sense. But of course, I could just tease.
They went this route.
Here's a funny thing: I could have just shown you this tease and let it be end, but earlier today they actually announced what the heck was going on. Yeah, I just realized I'm not sharing, aren't I?
Nope.
All right, give me a second.
It's all good, man.
Why I've been watching Twitch.
Ah, that is adorable.
Here's this amazing thing.
Love it.
Yep. Looks like
hard plastic ones, just fluffy.
Just big old fluffy plushie. So you get Flufflepuff plush, and also if you want something different, you have Flufflepuff plush.
I don't know why, but Flufflepuff looks like a sheep from this angle.
They've always looked like a sheep.
I don't know. I think it's the glasses. I think the glasses are making Flufflepuff look sheepish.
Actually, I think her pony thing, from this angle, she kind of looks like a little bit of a llama.
A llama? She's supposed to be dead. No, okay.
Well, you're not wrong either.
I know.
Pink fluffy unicorns.
Yes.
Rainbows.
Of course, the fun thing about this is apparently you're going to be able to start ordering one or both on May the 2nd. So literally next week we will have a quick announcement, and then the next day the pre-orders go up. And I honestly, if you
Tears of the Kingdom.
I know, but if you absolutely want to pick one up, I highly, strongly, urgently, and without hesitation recommend making sure that you are that you get on there and get it as quickly as possible, because I'm sure they're going to sell out pretty quickly.
They'll sell out stock one, then restock and sell out again because
it's YouTube's. No, there is no stock two. It's a limited quantity. Period.
It's shipped and it's gone.
It's a limited quantity. Period.
Well, I don't regret buying Jedi Survivor now.
You know what? Yeah, don't regret. Don't regret the good things you get after. I'm just giving you warning in case you haven't gone after anything and you still have some money. So, speaking of some money, let's talk about the comics, because boy did we get a lot. Starting off, of course, a new series has been announced. The new G5 spin-off Camp Big Hoof. Or maybe the Pipsqueaks will finally get a personality series.
Doubt it.
I know.
You never know.
But of course, you can see our main five and a few backgrounders. But yeah, here's a quick description. Welcome, campers, to Camp Big Hoof. Let me try that again without trying.
Oh, Chiron.
Welcome, survivors, to Camp Big Hoof. The main five have taken over an old camp named after elusive. Okay, you know what? Named after the elusive big hoof creature, Bridal Squatch, if you're a unicorn. Zeti, if you're a Pegasus. Oh my god. You know, I'll give them credit. At least they're willing to to address all the Bigfoot names that have come out over the years. To teach fillies and colts about their powers. Plus arts and crafts with Izzy, singing with Pip, obstacle courses with Zip. What could be better? Certainly nothing can go wrong, right?
I just realized my mistake is Sharon and not Sharon.
Sharon.
Just a minute.
Yeah. Anyway, so here we have one of the covers with Hitch with the freaking biggest chin I have ever seen. It looks like he's about to ask Yzma what happened to why the llama is still alive. Oh yeah,
No,
it's all coming
he's
together.
gonna ask Krog why the llama is still alive. Hey man, he just shrugs.
What? A pony?
You didn't get
He's
better
supposed to be
labeling
dead.
things.
And of course,
Yeah, weird.
nice little retail incentive cover. Kind of has a little bit of a papercraft feel to it, but it's still nice.
Oh, that's just charming.
It is very sweet.
Wait, don't those three look familiar?
Yeah, they're the pipsqueaks, I think.
No, those are might have been the three that we saw at the end of the movie.
Yeah, I think those are the pipsqueaks still. In fact, I want to double check on that. I swear those are the pipsqueaks.
Do we have
All
to
the
get the
children.
trivia man in on this? Because I know he would have some form of knowledge.
Trivia man, can you answer the question?
No, at the end there was actually between a boy and two other girls.
Really? I
We do not know gender.
At the end of the movie, not in the special. At the end of the
No. I know what you're talking about.
movie.
I know what you're talking about. I swear they were the pipsqueaks, but maybe I'm mistaken. Anyway, we'll look into that a little bit later. But yeah, here's also the another retail incentive cover. Nice little
Crazy Matt Captain.
artsy image.
He's here. What was the question?
Crazy Matt Captain is here. Really? He looks like he's in the pre-show
In
still.
chat.
Oh, okay. Crazy Matt Captain, we beseech you, oh great Lord, the Lord. At the end of the My Little Pony Generation 5 movie, are the three ponies that are singing the song the Pipsqueaks or three different ponies altogether? Please answer us, oh Lord.
No, I was talking about the end credit scene when they.
Yeah, they're singing. They're singing the little song, and you get the little magic hoof thing on the footprint.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, we are talking about the same thing.
Yeah, I know what you're referring to, man. No worries. Anyway, we'll let the CMC AI work on that while we go ahead and talk about the next in the Big Line Comics, issue 15. The synopsis, writer, artist has been released, of course. It's time for a treehouse makeover. Izzy thinks her old treehouse in Bridalwood would make a perfect hangout for her and her besties. There's only one problem. Some pony or some creatures keep messing up the furniture. She's working so hard to unicycle. But Izzy is determined to make it sparkle, rain or shine. We're pretty sure that something's going to blow up.
I'll deal with the questions.
Right.
And just keep going.
So, yep, we got two...
Yeah, it might have been. I'm just tired.
That's all right. We got two new runs of Generation 5 going on, but what about Generation 4? Well, it looks like we're getting our little digest going on. Of course, we have the Best of Pinkie Pie that was announced. So
I know there's a Best of Twilight already out.
Yeah, but we haven't gotten to that yet. We're talking about this one.
Oh, sorry.
Yes. But yeah, if you haven't had a chance to collect the comics or you just want one completely centered on Pinkie Pie, they take a few of the comics from the main series and also side series. You can see Micro Series 5 is involved in this one. And they plunk it all together into a big Pinkie Pie bite size for you.
Which, in all honesty, if you're doing character spotlights, probably a good idea.
Definitely works. Of course, as mentioned, we also had the Best of Twilight Sparkle, which actually came out last week. So if you haven't had a chance to really get a big old taste of Twilight Sparkle, now you have an opportunity to get some of her work, both in the early issues and the later issues. There's a cat under me.
Yeah.
Is it your cat?
Yes. It's nice, quiet, and it's not immediately trying to climb up my back or onto my desk. It's my sweet glitchy. It's my sweet glitchy cat.
I love that. My Ronnie cat's like that.
Anyway, Chaosikai, you are absolutely right. Each of the main six are each getting their own comic. It's to kind of advertise the old Generation 4 comic series that is still available if somebody really wants to get them, or just maybe to give a taste of it if somebody hasn't had a chance to check it out yet.
also, it's a good way of people who started out early on but may have dropped it over time.
Anyway, let's go ahead and let's talk about another big one here. The 40th anniversary comic. More details have finally been revealed, including 3 stories in all and 100 pages long.
All right, we got the answer to that question. Thanks, CMC.
Oh, dang, I thought they were the Pipsqueaks. You know what? Okay, I admit fault. I admit fault, and I thought they were the Pipsqueaks, but fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
So, getting back into this, the 40th anniversary comics has started to pop up, and of course now we know what the 3 stories are going to be. The first story will take place in the real world and focusing on 4 girls with the G1 ponies bonding together using their imaginations while saving a local stable from closing. We're pretty sure that this has something to we're pretty sure there's something to do with a big bad businessman that wants to change it into a parking lot. And they must get the town together and do a bake sale, which ends up getting saved by a wonderful. But it gets saved by a wonderful bake sale coupled with a montage. I am so sorry.
Why do I feel like this is the plot to the Saddle Club?
I'm just gonna walk away now.
Babysitter's Club?
Both?
He might not be wrong. There's so many weird B and C movies that have come out. He might not be wrong.
Oh, this was a TV show, and Chris Hemsworth was on it.
All right, the next one. Oh, this is going to cause so many continuity questions here. The second story takes place in the G5 universe, with Sunny, Star Scout, and the rest of the main cast learning about the history of Equestria and the first ponies. Have fun with that one, everybody. Oh, world, that is
history or actual history.
That is.
You know what, Circuit? You know what they're doing? They're pulling a Sonic Frontiers.
They are pulling a Sonic Frontiers. They're tying it all together.
Well, also, in fairness, G4 did point out that G1 characters existed in that world.
My cat did not come around, but my dog sure did.
The G1 characters did exist, but outside of the comics, we didn't know we don't know that some of their names existed, not them per se.
Gutsy the Great.
Gutsy. It's Gusty, and we don't know if it was the same Gussie as we know. Plus, how do you explain how in the world they lost an entire civilization which had soda shops? You gotta wonder what the hell happened there then.
Again, it's in that universe, so it's not going to be G1. It's going to be echoes of it.
Don't worry, Kazakai. We're not spoiling much of anything. It's like little side snippet stuff you can find if you really go for it.
Mm-hmm.
But we're gonna go ahead and move on here. Story number 3. Present day, again, with an attorney sticking up old G1 pony toys for their entertainment while the power is out.
I just love that. It's just such a great picture right there.
It is. In fact, I had a few terrible jokes to go with that, but I can't do it. It's actually...
It's too wholesome. Just
don't. It's a little too wholesome, so I'm not going to do that.
Also, Playman 64... G4 kind of established that some of their fiction is just history told from a different point of view.
And here's synopsis real fast for fun. 40 years ago, Butterscotch, Bluebell, Mint Tea, Snuzzle, that's a name, Cotton Candy, and Blossom cantered onto shelves and into the hearts of children everywhere. Now join IDW as we celebrate decades of ponies, toys, and friendships. First from Sam Maggs and Keisha Ock4, travel back to the 80s with girls in the pony toys and the power of friendship, imaginations, try to save a horse. Oh, it is! Oh my god, it is the 80s!
Yep, definitely a Saddle Club plot.
Oh my god, I was joking. We're gonna move on. And then a story from Jeremy Whitley and Amy Memberson, whose Sunny Star Scout and her pals learn more about equestrian history in a place called Dream Valley. Oh yeah, this is really going to be fun. And finally, from Tony Fleeks and Brianna Garcia, 2023, and her My Little Pony loving niece have to rely on some dusty G1 toys for entertainment when the power goes out. Oh dear world, I was joking about the 80s. Let's go ahead and move on. So, of course, we already just talked about it, so let's talk about when it's happening. The 40th anniversary celebration is set for a release of the 12th of December. Granted, I do highly suggest that you put in your pre-orders with your comic book stores and stuff as soon as possible. Mostly because it's surprising how quickly you lose the gap to get stuff pre-ordered, and then you have to fight people for it. Trust me, I know. So, moving on to other news outside. Just a quick heads up, we do have Pony History, which is full of, this time talking about Weird Al Yankovic, and, apparently My Little Pony and Playboy. You have fun with that one, try to figure out what's going on there. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next thing. With, Tell Your Tale, episode 50 released, Opaline Alone. Or how you can actually make a villainess seem a little more down to earth and probably even entertaining in a way. I think this actually gave Opaline a lot more credence in the community altogether. But we'll get more into that when the episode time comes up, which is a lot sooner than you would think. But I do recommend checking it out anyway if you haven't yet. It does have some fun moments. And next in the news, here's a fun one. Death Battle returns.
No, it's a little bit different than that.
No,
you're talking about the Discord one. Sorry, we have something else from earlier. Never mind.
Yes. So Death Battle is returning, though. Of course, they advertised. They got advertised really small, short teasers about the battles that are coming up. However, it looks like a big tease that they had, including the fact that Discord was voiced in quite a few different segments in it, with Discord versus Bill Cipher. So the matchup that everybody's always wanted to see is about to happen.
So we get to see a reformed Lord of Chaos against a Eldritch Abomination.
A Lord of Chaos that still managed to survive centuries if you talk comics wise, and it literally just does things on a whim. We'll see who survives who.
Oh, one of them has more humanity than the other, and I don't know which.
Well, one of them has Izzy. Or to be specific, Hallmark has announced their next ornament for the year. Of course, it would be G5, and this time we have Izzy coming up as the ornament. And of course, and if you really want to make sure you can get it, it's currently on pre-order right now for $17.99 at the Ornament Factory or Hallmark's own website.
I would say if you're interested in any of this, get them now because they become stupid expensive later.
Well, they're expensive and harder to find. Yeah, Ant-Man vs. the Atom. I actually saw that in the preview trailer. That's going to be weird. I'm going to leave that one alone, though.
It kind of works.
Like I said, leaving it alone. Instead, just enjoy Izzy Moonbow right there. Isn't she adorable? I mean, look at that. That's a face that screams that it's more animated than the Make Your Mark special. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay. So, yeah. And with the ornament announcement, that is it for the news. Good grief, we managed to get through the news relatively easily. But of course, that also means it's time for the other fun thing. That's the challenge of the week. The challenge of the week, of course, by random decision at a picker wheel, was the power of circuit. But along with that, there was another. For those who didn't want to deal with the power of circuit, no, they wanted to do something else. They wanted to go against the grain, above the rules, below the belt. They wanted to do the French. Circuit. They wanted to protest.
Circuit.
Hi, Goldust.
Circuit.
Yes.
Circuit.
Insert witty Garctic pun here.
Shocking.
I know.
Are you ready to play Circuit phone?
Not quite. We still have Circuit. Circuit Olay. But we do still have the protest initiative challenge for the content creation.
That's right. The protest initiative challenge this week was ladder back chair. I didn't have to look it up this time because I was doing it. All right, I should probably get that bit specifically, or I could just link you my doodle page. I did upload that.
Yeah, either way works.
I'll give you the doodle page.
So admittedly, I did not have a lot of time to do arting this week because I've been desperately and drastically training myself for the said test that I talked about for tomorrow, in fact. But, and also today, unfortunately, got a little bit on the busy side with work, but I did manage to sketch out something here. I couldn't line art it either, so this is purely on sketch notes, and I just had to call it as is. But behold, the power of Circuit in a ladderback chair. What is he doing? He's balancing it on 2 legs. Or at least it would look like 2 legs if I actually finished the other half of the legs, because I just realized I didn't quite finish that, did I?
What a pro.
And I didn't finish the tail either. In fact, I'm kind of surprised that the body and arms even look as good as they do.
It works.
It works. Though I think I finally figured out why.
Finishing up mine, so it's going to be a moment.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been working really hard on the face structure since since that's been a really bad thorn in my side. Nobody can say that I don't focus on what I absolutely need to work on when I know what I need to work on.
You are doing great. You're improving well.
Yes. The power of Circuit is not falling over. That's the power. He can balance a chair on 2 legs. That is the true power of Circuit. Of course, we do have the other content creations. We have Toakoi, as seen in Soul Calibur 6. Honestly, though, I thought he would have like a... Well...
No, I have a history of using swords. Inbuilt, I do have guns and a flame hand, but I like using swords.
That chest piece awfully looks a lot giving me Shovel Knight vibes.
Yeah, I kind of see that now.
Because the whole outfit is very much Shovel Knight in coloration. And according to Chaos, they use the hot emoji, sorry, the hot sticker for the face, and I'm like, you know what? With what you got, that works.
Well, you do with what you do with what you can with what you got. And I mean, fair enough.
What I was trying to say earlier about that first comic story, it's ironic that the storyline, because Hasbro's a big company themselves.
True. And also, I think Toa was just trying to talk about his modeling there with these.
Well, this is stuff from like 2012 and whatnot, and of course art from a friend on the second one. But Chaos really did get my preference, because yes, I have a sword preference.
I thought the preference was blue.
Oh, that too, but y'all see, before my robot, I had a little bit more diverse color palette.
And of course,
Cole, that's amazing.
This is Cold Dust's sketch drawing that he's been doing for the past few days, in fact, actually.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember how to draw.
Well, you are exceeding very well. Also, we had a little bit of a train discussion on, and was it Friday or Saturday?
One of the two. I can't remember.
I would say Friday.
Yeah, we are coming up upon the anniversary of the last run over the White River Railroad of Vermont. It was a very small, not terribly significant railway, but it served its community well in the time that it was around until it wasn't. And yeah, the final train was on April 30th, 1933. and it'll be 90 years since that train. Yep.
Weird how time flies.
I mean, 90 years. There's still actually quite a bit of remnants of the old line. The old station and roundhouse in Freight Shed at Rochester all still stand, as well as one bridge that is just below Bethel. And also, there is a roadway that is called Peavine Boulevard, which is actually named after the railroad. Affectionately, the townspeople called it the Peavine because the line was much more curvy and rambly than you would expect. It was all built very close to the White River. I would argue almost too close, as they experienced washouts every year, every spring, as well as quite a few of their bridges would wash away too in the early years.
All right. Anyway, just to quickly jump in here. No, that is not Luffy Pony. These are actually background characters that probably don't get as much love in the G4 series. And Parker, I have no idea how in the world you got here after watching a video about brushing your teeth.
As far as those ponies go,
that is the answer.
As far as those ponies go, I literally just kind of looked up random background ponies, just because, like, absolutely random. I just kind of like went to Derpy Boru, typed in the tags. Hang on, I think I still have the tab open. No, I don't.
Cole, when you posted this, did you actually put also with them the name of these ponies so that people can see who they are?
Nope.
You have those names?
Wow.
Nope. I have two of them. I have Lyra and Cherryberry. I can't remember any of the others.
Cole, you have angered the CMC.
I am surprised.
You're my level of gremlin.
Okay,
I respect you, Cole.
I've got it. We put it up to Derpy Boru and tell them, find these ponies' names.
If you want to.
Alright.
That way it's actually somewhere listed with the ponies' names.
Actually, it's kind of funny because there was one more pony sketch on there, which I had only halfway done, and then I realized that I couldn't look up the pony again because I couldn't remember the name, so I just started drawing a different pony. I am organized.
Cole, you've been too stressed.
This has been a very chill and relaxing weekend. And what happened beyond that point earlier on, not my problem anymore.
Ooh.
Let's chill.
Very chill.
Anyways, more pressing matter, yeah. Old Railway, final run. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie right now, I'm currently drawing a more refined map of the line because I'm a nerd and I just want to.
Okay. Now, it doesn't look like we have any other entries here, and I am trying really, really hard to find... Apparently, I lost the website with the roulette wheel. I have no idea what happened.
Did you at least bookmark it?
No. Trying to find it real fast.
Picker wheel, I think it is.
Oh, that's why I can't find it. Okay. I keep saying random wheel or roulette wheel. It's picker wheel. Why can't I remember picker wheel? There we are. Alright, so now Tokoi is still working on his, but now we got everybody else's at the moment. Let's go ahead and everybody, it's time to randomly put in all of the wonderful random suggestions for the challenge of the week. Put them all onto this wonderful little wheel and see what comes of it. And while we wait for everybody's challenges for the week to be inputted, next we are going to talk about the hunt for Eggman Bunny, or My Little Pony Easter Egg Edition, because every holiday now has to have pony involved somehow. Let's see, Dropkick, Gloom, Armored Commander, Animal Reserve. Oh, thank God. I misread that for a second. 80s cartoon version.
Space.
Space. Gotta go to space. Gotta go to space. Space. Gotta go to space. Space. Going to space. Space. Gotta go around. Space.
Okay, we're combining two different memes, and I love it. Oh, please tell me someone did the Space Corps with pigs in space.
Nah, don't.
That is a crime against all memedom.
Well, I don't think they work together well. It'd be like trying to
All
combine.
memes are meant to work in tandem.
No, they aren't. It'd be like trying to combine Bluey and Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad.
You laugh, but can you really get a context where that would work?
Second,
I've never watched
You
Blue.
call a family of drug dogs. That's some
No.
product of around the neighborhood.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and spin the wheel now, since it looks like we got everybody's entries that wanted to enter in. Wheel, turn the turn. Oh God!
What is the moral we should
Wheel
do?
them around me, turn. Tell us the lesson that we should have learned.
Apparently, we need to learn space.
Space go.
Just let the Space Corps have fun.
So everybody,
The
we need
memes
to.
have spoken.
So everybody, the challenge for next week is what what Haru's cat cannot do with me. Give me space.
Hey,
Oh, look, there she goes. I think she actually took that personally. But now we have the protest initiative challenge.
Right, the protest initiative challenge this week is
What you thinking, Cole?
and if I'm honest, my head is just like asbestos, which I'm not going to go with.
Asbestos.
Ancient installation. Perfect.
One sec. I can think of something.
How about who that?
How about pizza?
Space and pizza.
Space pizza.
No, you don't.
Pizza Planet, dude.
We will immediately discount anyone that does Pizza Planet or.
What? We can't have Frieza actually give Goku his pizzas?
I mean, you could also go with like pizza towers, because that's a thing.
That is a thing.
I was talking more about the things. Stranger from the outside. The claw.
The claw.
Yeah, no Toy Story references, guys. Come on, be original.
Pizza Towers is interesting because it's been like I have never had a game so thoroughly in my Tumblr feed that I know like so little about. I don't understand anything about it. I just keep seeing Pizza Tower things. I'm like, huh. I don't know anything about this game from any of the context given.
Well, do you know anything about G5 and of course the hunt for Eggman Bunny?
Oh geez, I need to watch that.
Well, you have some time to do it.
Oh my god, what am I looking at?
That's the question. So, G5 had their Easter episode.
Wait, Pony Jesus actually exists?
Well, I'm pretty sure that Dad was praying to somebody at this point.
Oh, it's Twilight.
I can't argue that, actually.
Yeah, no, I can't.
And then a male Pony Jesus came along and they had a baby.
All right.
Oh wait.
Okay.
I should have gone with my normal Easter thing, and that is hang on. I've got this post saved on my phone. This is gonna be a moment.
Oh, that carry-on bag with Zip. Like, oh, I expected Hitch to carry that.
Well, there's a reason for it, because let's start off with this thing.
No, get him away.
You know, considering this is not so bad considering what we've had to deal with in the
He's
more.
here for hugs. You will
Ha-
give him hugs.
I will give him hugs because he is a cute little dragon.
He is not. He's a terror. And in fact, he's the reason why we need to consider putting children on leashes again.
Happy furthest east. Many have wondered how far east you could go before there was no more east left. Today, we remember those brave settlers that went all the way, the ones who took us Easter.
Oh, God. I love it. All right, so what?
The dragon is acting like a natural toddler, so I see nothing wrong here.
Pretty much a toddler with a little too much energy, but yes. So Hitch, unfortunately, is dealing with a very energetic dragon. Well, Zip comes with her basket of goodies.
Also, I love the fact that I had 2 Easter egg hugs, one for actual kids and one for my sister, just because she doesn't get out much.
Unfortunately, we also have to remember Sparky's a latchkey kid who only gets affection from his dad.
Hold on, before we leave this rarity egg.
Oh, look at that!
Oh
There's
my god!
It makes all.
Proceed.
There's Applejack.
All right.
There's
So
Pie. There's Rainbow Dash. And there's Fluttershy.
anyway, so Sparky, of course, is a latchkey kid who grew up on the internet and has only received any kind of affection from his father. So the fact that he's getting anything from a girl immediately thinks waifu status and pounces on her like a thirsty man onto a slightly wet piece of toast.
Sparky, no, bad. Pulls out the water bottle sprayer.
Yes, I stretched for that joke. I did hurt something in that process. We're gonna keep going.
Was it people's brains or people's hearts?
So of course Sparky ended up he wanted the eggs. Sparky wanted the eggs. And of course Sparky got exactly what he wanted. Luckily they were chocolate eggs.
Egg murder.
And even Zip realizes that a dragon eating that many chocolate eggs all at once can't be good. Especially, I'm pretty sure that Sparky's already on his way to onset diabetes before he's 2.
I saw what he did to Misty. I'm not staying behind him.
Well, also considering the fact that Hitch is probably really tired, he's probably hoping that he gets on. No, never mind. That's a terrible joke.
Yeah, no. Also, remember, one dragon.
You just ruined naps for the next 5 days.
So of course,
I let crooks run wild.
Okay, I think I know where I can get the jokes going a little bit better. So of course, Hitch, finally seeing that he has a moment's reprieve, goes up to Zip and just like, so those were the drug chocolates he promised? Will he be out for the next 3 days? Because I really need a nap. But no, unfortunately, poor old Sparky cannot be stopped. In fact, you could just see the smug smile on his face that he will never be stopped. Of course, Zip brings up the point that maybe he should get a little bit of help with. I mean, he's got somebody screaming from across the house, apparently at him. Not sure what that's about. But
this time it's not me.
Huh. Anyway, moving on. So of course, Zip is just like, you should probably get some help or something, and taking care of a baby is a lot of work, and you don't have to do it by yourself. But he's just like, no, I have to do it by myself. Wow. Have you ever had you're like this? You could make that joke. It'd be somewhat topical, but oh my god, you would probably end up causing more fire than Sparky does during his burping sessions. If you.
Sorry, is he using a drawer as a bed for Sparky?
Gotta use what you have.
Well, actually, I think he might be using a drawer and bananas. Bananas.
Bananas are useful for everything.
Then the banana music video starts playing.
Well, and here's a funny thing. During my 40-hour work day, I got.
Anyway, we got
the Banana Boat song.
Cool. We got to move on. So, of course, Zip says, you know what, I could just help you with Sparky a little bit because obviously you are losing your mind. And so he agrees and they decide they're going to go ahead and... Oh, no, wait. Zip really gets a call because something is going wrong. What's going wrong?
Something strange in the neighborhood.
I'd say so. Eggs! Apparently the rarity egg has started to multiply.
So many rainbows, Applejacks, and rarities.
But yes, unfortunately, it looks like Canterlot is dealing with a horrible plague at the moment of Easter bunnies hiding eggs nonstop. Of course, one of the newscasters has to go off on his own tirade. Easter was a product of the devil. The only reason that we're celebrating it is Princess Cadence wanted to make it happen, but we should have voted for Queen Chrysalis. We should have voted Queen Chrysalis. She would have promised us big green eggs, but no, we get these small chocolate ones. Where's my green glowing egg? Yes, I'm making fun of crap. Anyway, they of course are reporting that Easter bunnies are trying to fill every hole and hidey place with eggs. And yes, they're getting quite desperate.
Oh,
They're getting that seriously just wow.
They're even just stuffing them in the OC pony's face.
Eat your protein.
Stuffing them faces. They're throwing them in bookshelves. And, oh world, the plumbing will never be the same again.
Oh, that's going to cause a citywide malfunctioning.
And, of course, no place is safe. Not even the broadcast studio, where suddenly they realize even they're filled with eggs.
How do you keep getting all of these?
And then it explodes. In chocolate, apparently. Of course, the moment you see that in the news report, I don't care who you are. Well, apparently unless you're Sparky, because he probably thinks that he just found heaven. Because that says everything right there, doesn't it?
Chocolate.
Actually, no, this feels like the perfect meme image. Like when your friends see something disgusting, but you find that something's awakened inside you. just.
Dang it! That one would be dangerous for the caption this image thing.
It would be. So we'll try to remember it if we ever get to this in time.
Caption this. After witnessing the miracle of childbirth.
So Queen, of course, they meet up with Queen Haven. Is just like, yeah, they can't stop hiding eggs until they get the report from the Lord High Bunny that the eggs that they can commence the festivities. At which point they can finally stop. I mean, we honestly thought this was a great idea. Who wouldn't want workers that would work forever until you tell them to stop? But it was probably a really bad idea to only make one person in charge. I mean, then again, I'm in charge of everything, and everything always works, so I figured that we just have one bunny in charge of all of this, and that would work too. Who would have thought that a monarchy of only one ruler could actually fall so low if you end up losing that entire command structure? It makes no sense.
Someone's projecting.
No, I know, I'm just having fun with it. Here's a card with an egg in the trumpet. So, of course, when we say that there's...
actually more talking about Queen Haven projecting.
But, yeah, well, there's a different kind of projection going on because, of course, the bunnies still are trying to hide eggs wherever they can. And...
Not the dog.
Yeah, I'll leave that to your imaginations because, that thing implies a lot.
Baka.
Okay, so of course Hitch and Zip decide to go on the case, and they go to the first place you should always go to, the surveillance cameras that look over the entire city, because every city has the Big Brother network. And they find the big lead bunny was actually there and shopping. And he left with a bunch of carrots, leaving a literal breadcrumb trail of carrots. So, of course, they're going to go after that. And here's Sparky actually eating something healthy for once. Let's just enjoy that while it lasts, because it won't last long.
More sweets and
Don't worry, he'll just use his dragon fire to turn it into something that's not good for him.
There you go. Now, of course, Hitch is so hell-bent on the case that he ends up going into a rabbit hole. Seriously, I just realized that these rabbits deal with a lot of crap. These rabbits are dealing with a lot of crap lately, now that I think about it.
First Misty, now him.
No, Misty was later.
No, these are just bunnies. These aren't bunny corns.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Oh, good point. Yeah. Of course, eventually he makes his way through the tunnels, figuring out, hey, I finally got out. And Zip just kind of standing there like, you do realize the exit was just right there, you know? You didn't have to go through that whole... It was right there.
Shebang.
The whole thing. And I think at that point, even Hitch pretty much does what we all feel like at that point when we realize we did something stupid.
Oh, at the very least, he didn't get stuck in the hole.
That's fair.
It's a maze in there. Go
So,
yourself.
over the river and through the woods to the bunny's house Hitch goes. Unfortunately, he jumps on a freaking log.
Piggy's house we go.
Nope, he's going to the bunny house. But they jump on a log and off they go. Of course, Hitch realizes that they're about to go off of a fall. He has to tell Zip. It looks like there's a waterfall up ahead. Sharp rocks at the bottom.
Most likely.
Bring it on. And you think I'm kidding? They actually do end up going down a fall on the log. But they end up continuing to follow the old bunny trail.
Which means the bunny with the shopping cart had to have fallen on a similar log situation.
Yeah.
Now.
And for random sakes, I don't know why this happened, but apparently Sparky decided to make a bunch of apples appear. I have no idea why.
He was feeling crap. He was feeling apples.
Yeah, no.
But also, Hitch does have this moment where he gets to show off his magical green powers. Look at this. I grew a big green stalk. I'm a man. I'm a champion. Look at me grow. Don't take that out of context.
Mm-hmm.
We will always take it out of context.
Anyway, they finally find themselves down into the burrow, where they knock on the door. And then they hear somebody from behind. You have a speckle of honey. Okay, that was a terrible joke. I feel bad. No, they just find they find Edmund Bunny.
Bother.
Oh, bother. I become the president of the world. Anyway, that's a whole nother thing. So,
this is what happens when you don't take birth control, kids.
Actually, pretty much, Hitch
You're not wrong.
It just goes, yeah, we're looking for, oh my god. And sees that he's literally surrounded by by little baby bunnies everywhere. Of course, Edmund Bunny's just in there like, yeah, sorry about that. You know, we're LDS. We have to breed like rabbits. Literally, that's the only way our religion survives. Look it up!
I don't not believe you.
I'm not kidding. I'm really not. Anyway.
I must imagine the child support bills must be,
there's no child support bills if you never get divorced. Anyway. So it's like, oh, I see. You actually breed like rabbits. Oh, I get it now. And he's just like, and it's worse. She won't stop. My God. She has another 5 coming. How is she this fertile? She was on a pill. She was on all the pills, for crying out loud.
Unfortunately, it was a jagged little pill.
Anyway, bad jokes aside.
Little did he know it was actually sugar pills she was taking.
So, of course, Hitch realizes the important lesson. If you can't handle the kids, get somebody else to do it for you and go on and have a merry time by yourself. And he realizes this lesson as Zip has been getting brained by Sparky. I control you now. With this carrot, I will steer you just like Ratatouille. I don't care if it doesn't work. Now we will fly.
Fly, fly.
I must burn the castle to cinders somehow. So, of course, they immediately go to Edmund Bunny. Just tell you what, we'll go ahead. We'll watch your kids for a couple of hours. So you can just, stop Zephyr Heights from drowning in a bunch of chocolate eggs. Because apparently you actually having kids apparently is the biggest threat that Equestria has ever faced. Congratulations. You are worse than any villain we have ever had and have actually managed to completely put an entire city to a standstill and on the brink of destruction because of chocolate eggs and a workforce that does not dare quit.
And you put our food supply near Fathom.
Of course, Edmund Bunny realizes, you're right. I can be the villain everybody wants to be. But
I can be greater than Angel Bunny. You'll see.
But then I would actually have to take care of all of those people too. Yeah, that's right. When you become leader of the world, you actually have to lead the world. You'll have to deal with the people. You don't want to do that. So, of course, the ponies do what they do best. They give the big puppy dog eyes of, we need to resolve this or else this plot won't end. This is only a 5-minute episode. So, of course, they finally get everybody together. Sparky decides to keep making faces for no explained reason.
I'm a bunny now.
Actually, I want to know how in the hell they managed to get all of those bunnies to sit in that carriage the entire time. I can only imagine super glue. Copious amounts of super glue.
Zip and Hitch shipping fuel.
And
there was not shipping fuel here. This was near confirmation at times.
And of course, with the blowing of the chocolate egg, Edmund Bunny says, I hereby say that I am the only other creature in this world that can actually talk English. And I am not the Easter Bunny. But apparently I'm magical enough that I can command an entire horde of rabbits. Continuity can blow it out your ass. Good luck figuring this one out, lore keepers.
Dang it, he's not hooved.
He is not.
Okay, I have a thing though. We already had diamond dogs and cats. Who's to say there weren't buddies out there in the world?
Actually, I'll do a different.
No,
one more difference.
Dogs and cats are all gone. Now it's just the bunnies.
One more difference. It's been over 1,000 years since I said goodbye to that bitch yellow mare and that stupid long-legged freak. I now consider myself free once again, and I will rename myself instead of Angel Bunny. I will rename myself to my old name of Angel Bunny. Do not look it up though. You'll realize I was a jerk.
Oh really?
Circuit. You know what you made me just think of?
What's that?
After 10,000 years, I'm free.
Whereas now my brain is trying to figure out, okay, what were the balls of fluff from Generation 1, Generation 2? And can we somehow say that this is a descendant of that?
Ooh, I wonder.
He is not hooved.
Let's see. That would be like the fuzz.
Now, here's a compromising question.
Like Wooglies or something?
Here's a compromising image. Seriously, what was these buddies were getting to the point of literally stuffing mouths with chocolate eggs?
We've run out of
Well,
hiding
then you
places,
will
so we
like
will
it.
just hide them in the ponies that will eat them eventually.
This guy was so close. I love that. That is funny and sad.
I already stuffed enough up your butt. I can't put them there anymore.
Of course, with the announcement of the festivities finally quote-unquote beginning, the bunnies abandon dropping more eggs in locations. Thus, everything is somewhat saved, as it's almost packed to the brim. And, of course, Edmund Bunny comes out. Thank you for allowing me to actually stop this. I don't know what I actually gained in return other than the fact that I spent a few hours without having to deal with my babies, but I guess that's enough of a reward. I mean, I actually was able to take 5 micro naps when I was trying to make that speech. By the way, your butts are glowing. And yes, they see that their butts are glowing. Happy days. And of course, once again,
they give them the contact number of the delivery driver who delivered condoms.
But of course, we do have to give a big thumbs up to whoever in the world does Zephyr Heights plumbing, because they managed to take so many eggs.
Oh, that's right. They probably have clouds to take part of that now, huh?
Yeah.
Acid rain.
Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go.
Pretty much.
Anyway,
it's been an environmental hazard for the past millennium.
So finally, that is it. We'll go ahead and leave the image up here for the moment. And this was just one of those fun little Easter episodes, but it's not exactly Easter, but it implies enough that you can call it Easter. And also the moral of sometimes it's okay to ask for help and get some support for things that may be a little over your head. Yay. Also, apparently wing types are a thing in G5, so have fun with that one too.
We kind of already saw that, given how we know Pip and Zip are sisters, but they have different wings.
Yeah, but now you got many different varieties to choose from.
Have fun with your OC creation.
But honestly, I thought, fun episode, decent moral, questioning about how in the world they have a literal unlimited supply of chocolate eggs, and how they have a workforce of bunnies that literally cannot be stopped until they are told that the festivities have begun. I mean, that's the one thing I really wonder about. What are those bunnies on where they don't realize that maybe it's time to stop, or they will just keep going forever? That is really the biggest question I have.
I mean, if you work in manufacturing and you have an order that says run out bulk, you just kind of keep going. If it seems like an unreasonable amount, you just go, well, the paperwork says this.
Also, remember, there have been legit stories of people who say, hey, I don't know, makes a big-ass shoe for one order and don't question it.
It's usually easier to just do what the paperwork says than try and figure it out from management.
You know what? That's probably actually more accurate than I ever would have imagined.
Yeah, Cole said actual manufacturing. I took time in graphic arts for college, so.
And I got a sore spot in my throat. So anybody else have any thoughts on the episode before we go ahead and wrap it all up for this one?
Bunnies are evil, and they cause diabetes.
Eggs are good for you. You should have more eggs.
Mm-hmm.
But they're expensive. It's like $5.
Get a chicken, it's cheaper.
It probably is at this point.
Yeah, it actually might be.
Alright. Okay, so there you go. Eggs are expensive, but eat them every day, or eat a chicken every day. Wait, no, you know what? That works. I'll take that lesson. Eat a chicken every day.